So in today's video, we're going to be doing another Glock unboxing, video. As you can see, from the very start, we have the Glock's famous logo. We have a hard plastic case, which I do really like. I have looked at other guns, and they do not come with the plastic case that Glock, provides you. So I do really like that. On the side, as you can see here, just plain, and it seals. I mean, you can see it's a really smooth seal, I guess. So, it'd be waterproof maybe. I'm not, 100% for sure if it is waterproof, but I like how it seals really well for the Glock. On the back, you would have the hinges to open it, and you have these little fins, and that is to, if you wanted to stand the Glock straight up and down, it would be able to. Then on the, well, I guess that would be the front, this would be the back, because, the Glock logo is facing that way. So this is the back. You have Glock, the gray little clips, so I guess at nighttime or it'd be easier to see the gray. So you flip it up, and on these clips it says Glock Production, but it is upside down. So turn it around, and as you can see, Glock Production. So keep it turned around. Open the second one up. Then you have your firearm. So first off, we're going to start with the padding. The padding I do like. It is, it's like a rougher memory foam, I guess. I feel like, it's the type of, the foam that you see on those videos where it gets wet and you crack it. I feel like it's that type of foam. But it's got little mountains. As you can see, it looks kind of rough, like sand dunes. So it does have little holes and then has little mountains above it. I kind of like that. I mean, I guess it makes sure you really compress the gun in there and it's not going to slide around. So then, to the gun itself. So, starting out, I don't have that. I guess that wouldn't completely push down. You have right here. So, you have for the cleaning device, you would have it right here, and you push down, that, it sits down in right there. So, you have a cleaning device, and up here at the top, forgot to mention it, blended in, you have another cleaning device, which is this plastic tool that I guess would be a thing for your finger to go in and clean it. You have to put those little cloth, the cloth things that you oil to put in your gun. You have a place for that. And to put this together, you take it and you can screw it in. And there you go. You have a fully ready to go gun cleaning tool. I'm going to start with the magazine next. It came with 2, the other gun had 4, and it was a Gen 4, and this had, yes, it had 3, I do believe it had 2, and then this one only, 3, it had the 1 in it, and 2 extra. This one only comes with 2. So, I kind of wish it came with more, but, I mean, it doesn't really hurt. You have the Glock magazines, you have the mag feeder, where you take it, you have it on like this, as you can see. You have the little clip that pushes it down, so you take it, you pull down, put a bullet in, lift up, and then you go. Or, I don't know if I'm doing it properly, but I have to push the bullet back in there. But, then you do it again, and then again. And I really like that, instead of taking the bullet and having to push down and push in. I like this so much better. I use this every single time. You have the orange, which I really, really like. Look at that orange. The black and orange really pops. It is a, if you have it in the gun and it's empty, to show somebody, hey, look, it's empty. They see the orange, they know it's empty. It is a 10-round magazine, which, I've seen the metal ones that have 15, and it fits, exactly flush like this. So I might try a 15-round and see how it does. But I have heard that you have to replace the mag release button to a metal one, because the metal, right here is where it holds it. These little things right here. So you have to fix that so it doesn't wear it out with the metal, this thing. So then you have the gun lock, as you can see here. You have the gun lock, which, every, I guess, Glock has it. That I've seen, they do. You have the, so childproofing, or so nobody gets into it. So then you have your Glock. See, look how pretty of a gun this is. This is the 43X. It's not an MOS, plain. It is, you know, it's got a little bit of fingerprints on it. As you can see, it's up here. It's kind of dirty. And yes, I do have, you know, I carry this gun, and it does have some ammo in it. So we're going to take that out. We'll put the orange one in there for safety. And we're going to check it, you know, as you do. See, look at that. There's that orange. You guys know now the firearm is unloaded. So then, we look at it. You have the, this is a Gen 5, by the way. You have the slide, I guess, I'm not for sure. Just, you know, when you pull it back, it stops it. Slide lock, I do believe is what it's called. But it's not on the other side. And I thought the Gen 5s had it on both sides. You see these things right here. Pull both of them down. You know, you do it like this. Pull both of them down. And then it releases a slide. You have the mag release button. Push it. Comes out. Put it back in. Good to go. You have the Glock sights. I like the gun itself. I mean, look. It's all plain black. It goes really good together with, I mean, I like it for everything. You have the rough textured grip. You have it on the left side, the very back, right side, and the very front. You have the trigger safety, since the Glock does not have a safety. So if I was to try to pull the trigger back, as you can see, there's that little lip right there that will not allow the trigger to fire. When I push that in, you see what happens? It goes up. There, you can take that and push it up. Then it won't hit back here, and then you can fire. That is the safety on Glock. I like that. You know, I mean, I like that, you know, the gun. I mean, you know, you ain't got to worry. I've had some guns that it's had a safety up here, and it's had like 3 safeties. And when I go to fire, the safety stops it from firing. And it's just, you know, it's a mess. And I do like that it doesn't, you know, really have a safety. What else does we have? On the very top, tells you what it is. It's a 9mm. Glock, and then I do not know what the AT does stand for. But other than that, it is a, you know, very, very nice firearm. I like the Gen 5, as you can see. It has the double, you know, roughed up where you can pull it back. You want to pull it back here, or you want to pull it back here. Really like that. So I did take the gun apart, you know, just to do it. It's a brand new gun. So I said, well, hey, I'm going to take it apart, which I did. And I watched the video. I watched Kickoff, as everybody, you know, I'm sure everybody's watched him and how he does it. You know, I don't like that. So I took it completely apart, which was kind of harder than I thought, really. My first time ever doing it was kind of harder. The spring, as I was like, man, look at how clean this spring looks, because mine are dirty and black. This one's a grayish. And I'm not going to take it apart in this video, but in the future when I need to clean it, I will. The spring, and I was like, well, look at that. And I barely tapped that little dime-looking thing on it. And then I went to put it back together, and I seen the spring, it slipped. And I was like, man, that was pretty loose. So I don't know if when I took it apart, I accidentally, you know, made it come undone or what, but it slipped. It's like, man, that's loose. But I went and thought everything was fine because I didn't touch it. You know, it was loose. And so when I put it back on, this part, as right here, it kind of came out. It was sticking out, you know, over here, and you can see the spring. And right here, the Glock was not going all the way back. It would still, you know, I could pull it back and pull it forward, or, you know, pull it back and it'd lock into place and forward. But I was like, why is it not, you know, why is the spring out? You know, why was it not setting where it's supposed to? So I started looking at it, and the spring somehow was popped off, and I had to take the spring and push back and put it back into place. And then when I went to put it back on again, I was like, man, it's still not going on. Trigger was reset, and then I had to pull the trigger, and to get the slide back off, you know, I mean, while it was there, you know, I couldn't get it back off. This wasn't pulling it off using the, you know, slide release. That was not helping it pull off. And I was like, what is going on? Why can't I not take the gun apart, you know? And so I was looking, and I had to pull the trigger, so I pulled the trigger, slide, slipped right off, and I was like, oh. So if you guys ever have that issue, and say you're, you know, like right here, and then here, make sure your trigger is still back, because you have to have the trigger pulled to take the slide off, and that was my issue as well, that my trigger was up, not back. So that's just FYI, so don't get scared if, you know, you can't fix it. You know, I'm sure it's just something, you know, as a minor inconvenience. Also, something I've seen about Glock, listen, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it has a rattle to it. And I'm not for sure what that is, and I was upset about it after I, you know, I cleaned it or took it apart. And so I was like, oh man, did I put something in wrong? Well, I found out what they said is because my Glock is so clean and it's brand new, I've never shot a round out of it, that it doesn't have any powder or dirt back in here to back it up to make it where it's the firing pin is what they say. So the firing pin is not got any, it's just, I guess, loose. But once I start firing rounds out of it, I guess the powder would go into it, and then it would completely seal it around where to still be, work, but to be quiet. So that's something. Do not, hold me to that. I'm not for sure, but I will fire some rounds out of it and still see if it is working the first 10 rounds, and then do it again and see if it ever goes away. And I'll let you guys know so you guys ain't worried, because I bought it brand new. And as you can see, rattling was obviously a scary thing for me, But, this is the gun. You have down here as well, you also have the thing that I forgot is the Glock. Telling you the owner's manual of it and, what not to do here. To put this, you just take all this apart. I'm sure you guys, just reverse everything, put it back in. How I put everything back in, I take the, the mag, release the mag, put it right here, put this over top of it, that way it seals everything together, stick it right here. Then I take my other, my one that's full, I put it in. And as you can see, also another thing, this mag was loose. When it's in there, the mag is loose. You can wiggle room, but when I fill it up with ammo, it tightens it up. There's no wiggle room down here. So that's also something, if you guys are worried about, why is my mag loose? I guess, the bullets, when it goes in, it opens the mag or spreads it apart and makes it fit a lot better in the gun. So that's something, also if you're worried about, which I was, spending all that money on a gun for it not to work or to be, loose and have shaky, rattly parts, I did not like. So then, to put it back together, you take your rod, push it down in there, turn it sideways to get it, push it down in there, take your cleaning tool, put it right there too. And, I'm not going to push it in, I don't want to put a hole in it, but it stays. Take it, push down, lock that one, spin it around, and you are good to go. That is the Glock, kind of a little bit of review of it, and an unboxing to show you guys, hey, if we're opening it up, what am I here to expect? Do I get what? Well, you get a cleaning tool, you get the rod and the cleaning device itself, you get the Glock, 2 magazines, you get the owner's manual, you get a mag feeder, mag loader, whatever it's called. Then you get a lock, child safety lock, or lock to lock your gun up. So that is what you expect in a Glock 43X case. So thank you for the video, or for me, you guys allowing me to make this video and show you guys kind of what kind of go along with me of what I buy, so you guys do not have to worry about, hey, am I going to buy this and not like what I bought, or am I going to get something because my friend got the Glock 10, how did he get a Glock 20, how did he get 4 extra rounds, 3 extra magazines, and I only got what, 2? That doesn't make sense. It's a Gen 5, it's a Gen 4, but that's how a Glock is, or that's how this went. So thank you for your time.